Welcome to the Node API team meeting on um, February 20th, 2026. And I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen? It should be the
Yes.
Node API team project board. All right, cool. Um, we haven't have any newly landed pull request in the past 2 weeks. I think we canceled um, several meetings in the past 2 weeks. So, but we do have some new pull requests. And before we jump into the list, do you have anything in particular that we can talk about first?
We can. I was just giving some thoughts. I didn't do much about this node.rt main, like a third one in this list. So, because I was like thinking about this prefix and I was planning to send this issue, but you know, I think like, what if we do this prefix, say node underscore embed? I think at some point, Cheng Zhong, you were saying that it should be good. What do you think? Instead of node embedding, it will be node embed.
Um, yeah, to be honest, I would be fine with to both like node embed or node embedding.
Okay, Kevin, what do you
I
think?
would also be fine with Node embed.
So I tried like yesterday. I played what I call it with my friendly AI. We played with his ideas, and it sounds like imagine like we'll have like node embed env, like node embed platform, node embed platform create, node embed platform destroy. It all kind of even sounds especially it's written. It looks good and relatively short, and it's definitely kind of not so confusing as RT. I tend to agree now, like that RT was probably not the best choice. The only question, like I see the author of this PR changed from function called main. They changed to start, and I guess it's mostly because current C++ API using also kind of verb start. Do you guys have
Yeah.
any preference? Should be embed main or embed start?
Well, I don't feel strongly about a main or start, but I think the one advantage of the start is that it indicates that it can be called from non-main thread, and it's not strictly speaking, it has to be the main function of the program. So I would say that start might be better, slightly better than main, in my opinion.
Okay,
I would agree with start.
okay. So let me um, so since we settled like and since like so let me kind of propose to author to change it to node embed start, and also we'll do changes for other file names and stuff. So technically I'll kind of get rid of this so even file name would be instead of node runtime API, it will be node embed API, embed
Yeah,
API, so C and stuff. Like so technically it sounds like node embed, it's a relatively good prefix, right?
yeah.
um, okay.
Um, are you going to comment on the progress? In that case, I'll defer it to you.
Yeah, like let me because last time the way we've done it, like I created this branch and I kind of commented on this pull request and asked author if they would consider to merge it.
Cool.
I'll just comment that we've been discussing this Node API meeting. We agreed that Node embed will be a good prefix and Node embed start will be a good name for this function.
Cool. Thank you very much. Any other any more comments in this progress?
No?
Thank you very much for following up with this pull request. Um, I think two pull requests that I would like to bring up would be this one and this one. It was from the original author of the issue who submitted the uh, new variant of the new API string constructor. So I think the only issue that I found with the progress is that the tester was failing, and they also said that they found that local compilation was too slow. So I submitted a pull request to document how to build the project test add-on with Ninja, which would be way more faster locally because the parallelism algorithm of Ninja is way much better than Make, in my personal opinion. But anyway, this is a alternative workflow to the uh, CI and the npm test command. So what we are going to do here is that we are there's a alternative workflow. You can do it locally in your local workflow, but we are not going to change the npm test and the CI workflow because the make is still the default option for no drip. So yeah, if you have Ninja installed locally, you can use this alternative workflow. And yeah, that's I feel like this might be the best approach that we can recommend to people who are willing to test out with different um like different build tools.
Yes. So I was able to run this and everything was fine and looked great. The only question that I had was, should we link this document somewhere in our like main contributing
Um,
MD, or are we just expecting people to find this file by going into the repositories folder of doc contributing?
I feel like we don't have many contributing documentation in current contributing folder,
Correct. The
right?
only other one
Because
was creating a release, which
yeah,
is primarily for our team, really, because we're the ones who create the releases. Whereas this other document is mostly for anybody that actually wants to contribute. So
yeah,
I don't know whether it's just something that I wanted to bring up that we could either do it or not, but from the technical aspect of what's in the document, that looks good. That's correct.
yeah. I feel like the maybe I can link to the document here in this section because in this section we mentioned that how to run the test steps.
Yeah, because this I think is where people would find how to run the tests, and then they would do npm install npm tests, and they're like, I guess this is it. That's the only way to do it. So maybe it'd be good to have a link there. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I think I can link to the new document in this section so it can be more discoverable. Thank you.
Hmm.
And for the uh, new function signatures, please take a look at this pull request. I think the tests are failing, but it should be easy to fix.
I
I feel
actually
like
see
it,
like authors uses C++ version. C++
yeah,
approach typically is to check capability because even if you have some certain C++ version, but different compilers may not implement certain features, um,
right.
it will be more
Another thing,
portable.
Another thing that I think it's worth to mention might be that the Node.js has minimum C++ version set in
Right.
the common.web and this will be included by Node.js by default. Yeah, for example, we set C++ 20 here.
Right. And I think that's what we had discussed when maybe the issue was first created, or maybe when the pull request was, I don't remember, but we did discuss, and we were like, well, what's the minimum version? And since it's 20 here, I think that no, we shouldn't have the check at all in Node add-on API.
Yeah,
That's
but for the minimum supported like Node.js LTS version, I think we can refer to um, Node 20. No, 20 might not set this definition. 22 should set this. Yeah, 22 set C++ 20.
Mhm.
For Microsoft, what do they kind of set up like for other?
I think
Oh yeah.
this argument is set in pairs.
Oh yes, yes. Okay. Yeah.
So for CLAN, we set this. For MSVC, we set this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we should just comment and say remove those
Yeah,
guards in the pull request.
But technically speaking, plugins can be compiled with different compiler. Or yeah, because if you're using Jeep, you're right. In this case,
yeah. If you use Node.js, it will include this file automatically, and it will set minimum language standard to 20.
it's a redistributable Jeep using this common GP. How,
Yes,
how,
it's implicitly included by Node.js.
I see. So plugins using the same GP file.
Um, for common.jp, yes.
Okay. Then we can reduce complexity by removing this.
Yeah, I feel like so.
I just know like it's better not to check version. It's better to check either feature or like.
Um, yeah. Um, I feel. Would you mind commenting on the progress so that um it'll be checked on this thread?
Okay.
Also, given that the tester is failing, I feel like the tester is failing because of this version card. I don't know if we need to set anything in the CI to make test happy here.
What may happen, like we may be testing with older versions. Is it possible?
But all the 24 and
Ooh.
25s are failing as well.
It
Wow.
could be that that macro processor of CPP, whatever that he's using, is not defined. Or he could, and then we don't include but then it wouldn't compile. Here it's a JavaScript issue. Yeah. Something's amiss. Hopefully with that new document, he'll be able to and run these tests locally.
Yep. All right. I think, yeah, please take a look at this to progress. I feel like the progress should be small enough, like 15 and 30, 50 and 30 lines.
Okay.
And please take a look. Thank you. Anything else in the in progress list that we can discuss?
We just discussed this one, and next one I didn't do. I mean, I started to work on it, but I didn't complete these PRs, which I plan to.
Yeah, no worries.
It's still work in progress. This
I don't think we have anything back from current, so we can skip it today. In the church list, I think we talked about this one. I'm going to update the progress with the link in the test section. So I'm going to move it to the in progress list. And the rest dependency upgrades automatically generated progress. I think I will probably batch this progress into one single version so that we'll be able to reduce the noise generated by this automated generated progress. It seems like we are at the bottom of the list. Anything else we can discuss today?
I wanted to talk about the first entry in the to-do with the user provided executed before draining the queue.
Yep.
And we did discuss this when I think it was 2 weeks ago or whatever, whenever I was in the meeting, and we sort of went over what the current implementation is. And I was wondering if we were to change the order of when the thread safe functions finalizer is called so that it is called after the queue drains. Would that be a bug fix or a breaking change?
Um, I think if it's user observable, it might be a breaking change, but it depends on if it fix a um like if the original order would crash and we change the order and make it not crashing, I feel like it will not be a breaking change because it fixed a condition that it leads to a bug and crash. So I feel like it depends on how the current behavior would be
Okay.
like.
The current behavior would be that it would be a crash because you in your finalizer you would like free the memory of your context, but the context is not in the thread safe function is not set to null pointer or anything afterwards. So
Yeah,
then when your queue is drained, you get an address of your context that is no longer valid because it's been deleted. So
right.
that would be the current behavior. You'd get a crash for that. And then with the changing of the order, it would no longer crash. So I think it would be considered a bug fix.
Yeah, in that case, I think it could be a bug fix rather than a breaking change. But it
Okay.
would be great to have test
Right.
coverage for this.
Okay. I should be able to create a test that crashes,
Yeah,
and then have an implementation that fixes it so that we can see that
yeah,
it no longer crashes. And then once it's reviewed, then we can do some squashing of commits or whatever. Okay. Yep.
yeah. I feel
I'll
like
take
that
it.
would be the best approach. Like first, adding a test that's crashing with the current implementation, and then we'll fix it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay. Sounds good to me.
cool. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Anything else we can discuss today?
So this there is another kind of, did I miss it? Like this add kind of date new overload, or is it the same stuff?
There are two pull requests in the Node add-on API for each of these issue. So, but they are from the same author.
Mhm.
So
Oh, this it's the same stuff, right? Okay.
not the same stuff, but they are from the same author for the um similar concept that adding new overload for newer C++ data types. But one is for string view and another one is for the date chronic system clock.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so it seems like we can end early and return the remaining 30 minutes back to you. And I'll see you on GitHub and see you on next week. Have a good weekend.
Alrighty, ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.